Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, I do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from my brother Greg and his brother Adam. Adam is did some brewery, gone to some breweries and picked up some beers and gave them to his brother Greg to get down to me. So I appreciate both of them collaborating and getting a beer mail package together and getting it sent to me. This is Wicked Good Beer Mango from Canned Heat Craft Beer Brewery. And the note that he sent with this says, he said this one he hadn't had yet. For the uninitiated, wicked is a New English expression that means very when put in front of a word. So wicked good means very good, evidently. So I appreciate them collaborating, like I said, and getting this down to me. So I don't think I've had anything from this brewery before. So and he has sent a couple from this brewery. So looking forward to that. When I went to Beer Advocate, I typed in the brewery, and it says that they have 10 beers. So they must be a fairly young or new brewery, and they did not have this one listed there. They have one of the Wicked Goods in the strawberry shake version, but not the mango. So I couldn't find it on Beer Advocate. I'm sure somebody will tell me where it's at if it's there. That usually is what happens when I can't find something on there. But when I went to Untapped, they did have it listed, and what they're saying is it's a 7.2%, and I think it's written on the can. Yep, 7.2%, and doesn't have any dating on it, but he picked it up at the brewery. If these guys want to stay in that business, I would think they would need to get into dating their beers, but I understand being a brewery only release, you have to go there to get it, so you're hoping you're going to get something fresh and it hadn't been sitting around for a long time. I don't know if there's a line at this brewery for their releases or what's going on with it. Their commercial description on Untappd says a hazy IPA bursting with aromas of ripe mango that are balanced by the addition of Calypso and has Azteca hops, Wicked Good fresh, and in a snifter glass. So, and that's exactly what I'm going to pour it into. So that is all we need to talk about. So I'm going to set this out of the way, and we're going to pop the top on this big 16-ounce can and see if it's going to be a New England style beer. Like I said, let me jump back over to Beer Advocate, and I'm going to just tap on the strawberry shake version of Wicked Good. And these guys are in Massachusetts, so that's it. We're going to pour. We're going to pour now. It looks kind of cloudy in the top, but yeah, looks a lot like grapefruit juice coming out of the can. And on these big 16 ounces, we're not going to get all of it in there on the initial pour. So we'll set that down where y'all can stare at the front of the can. About a finger of head on that pour. Not quite to the orange juice color. It looks a lot like maybe a half and half. Half orange juice, half grapefruit. Very cloudy. Definitely looks like an unfiltered beer. Looking at it, I would say it does fit into the New England style, looking at it. So let's get a nose to it. A lot of hops in there, guys. A lot of big time hop notes: grapefruit, pine, pineapple, mango. Maybe a little bit of some oranges. Smells awesome, guys. It really does. A very pleasant aroma. And looking at the side of the can while I was sniffing it, it says brewed by Canned Heat Craft Beer Company, Fall River, Massachusetts. But anyway, it smells awesome. So let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Adam and Greg. Thank you both. Very, very tasty. Absolutely delicious, guys. Definitely getting hints of mango, grapefruit, a little bit of pineapple. That's very, very tasty. Well, let's see if we can get the back end of this in. I'm going to swirl it around and make sure we're getting everything out of it. Not having a date on it, I'm not exactly sure when it was put in the can. But being picked up at the brewery, I would say it's as fresh as you could possibly get it. So, very nice, colorful artwork on the front of the can. It is a stick-on wrap around the label. And it says the same thing on the back of the can here. The head brewer there is Matt Ellis. So Matt, looks like you're doing an outstanding job there, guy. Only thing I could fuss about is not having a date on it, but I understand if you're a small or a new brewery and you're doing everything out the brewery door, you're not distributing it while you're not dating it. But I'd definitely like to see that, just so I know exactly how old the beer that I'm drinking. But anyway, it's right out of the fridge, guys. We're going to sip on this for a little bit right now. Pretty damn tasty. So hang around. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Awesome lacing is left on the glass. Very, very tasty beer. And very well made beer on top of that. The alcohol is very well hidden, but it's only 7.2%. The only fuss I've got is it's not got a date on it. But I understand why, if they're small and just getting started and everything's out of the brewery. But I still would like to see that. If they're going to produce these beers, there are other breweries that are brewery only and they are dating their stuff. So would like to see them do that. If they want to be in the ball game, they need to do that. That's just my opinion, though. That's just me. I'd like to see that, because you never know where these beers end up, just like they are here. They're sent to and traded to other people, and they go all over the place. So it'd be helpful to see how old a beer that you're drinking, that you've traded for or been sent to, just to know how old a beer you're drinking. There may be some people that snatch some of these up from the brewery and sit on them for 3, 4, 5, 6 months or longer, and then they trade them to somebody else, and you never know. You never know how that goes, guys. Once it leaves the brewery, you don't know where they end up. So, with that being said, very tasty. Final chug. Wow. Seems like a lot of the breweries up in New England have jumped on the bandwagon on this style of beer. I don't know if it's just because they're in New England or it's a very, very popular style of beer right now. And there are a lot of other breweries around the country and the world that are brewing this style of beer and doing it very, very well too. So I really like it. These New England style beers have ruined me and my palate. I look forward to drinking a beer that comes to me from wherever, that it's in the New England style, or hazy IPAs and double IPAs that very reminiscent of the New England style. So very delicious beer, guys. This is an outstanding beer as far as I'm tasting. If it had a date on the bottom of the can, it would probably get the 10. But since it does not, I'm going to give it to 9. I'm gonna put it at 98 from me, guys. And I'm going to go against the grade on this one. I think it's very, very tasty, very appealing. It fits the style perfectly. So 9 for me on this one, only because of no date. But like I said, it is a brewery only release, more than likely. And Beer Advocate doesn't even have it listed, so it must be a new release, or fairly new, since nobody has posted any comments or reviews about it. But Untappd does have it, so it just goes to show you there are more people checking in there than there are on Beer Advocate. So with that being said, Untappd has it at 3.8. I could not disagree with that more. It is at least 10 points higher than that, in my opinion. But I like this style of beer. You may not. Well, I'll say this all the time. What you may like, I may hate, and what I may like or love, you may not. So beer tastes are very subjective, depending on what you like to drink, where your palate is. So don't go by what I'm telling you. Try it for yourself if you can get your hands on one. If you're in that neck of the woods, stop by there, pick one up. Or if you can trade for one, somebody will send you one and you'd like this style of beer. I just don't understand. I say this a lot of times too. All the time. These guys that post low remarks for this style of beer, you probably bought the wrong beer. Or you probably got the wrong beer in your glass or in your hands. This is a very tasty beer, guys. I enjoyed it very much. So thanks to Greg and Adam, both, for collaborating and getting this down to me. Very tasty beer. If it had a date on it and it was available here, I would buy this beer. That's the biggest recommendation I can give you on a beer. But if it didn't have a date on it, I would probably leave this on the shelf. That's just me. It is just me. But anyway, if you've had this from Canned Heat Craft Beer Company, this is a wicked good beer. Mango. Let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge, guys.